I'm Bipasha from Mitzi Crochet. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be learning how to change colors. Now for the second color, we will again be using the same Vardhaman Loto yarn in yellow color. I'll pull some yarn out again from the outer side. Make sure you pull out enough yarn so that you don't have to tug at it while you're crocheting. I'll then leave about 4 inches of yarn tail free and then create a loop. Now going back to the orange loop, I'll put my crochet hook through that loop, and at this point you'll have to make sure that you did not do the last single crochet. As you can see here, in the last there is a last V remaining where I did not do the last single crochet. Now we will do, see the last V, I'll put my crochet hook through, pull through. Now we have 2 loops on the crochet hook, and then what we will do, we'll bring back the yellow loop and pull through both the loops. Okay, you can rewind and watch this part again. Then we will chain 1. Now why we make this one chain is to first of all build the height for the row that we are going to crochet, and then secondly is to lock this new yellow color. Okay, this will be locking in the new yellow color that we will be single crocheting over. Point, I'll make sure that the orange, I cut the orange tail about the same, and the tail should be about the same length as the yellow yarn. Not too short, not too long, just similar to the length of the yellow tail is completely fine. I'll now put this aside, and then we'll continue the yellow row. Okay, we'll do our first single crochet over here. Now look here very carefully how we are doing the single crochet. It's going to be a tiny bit different, but not too tricky. Just observe carefully. I'll push the hook through the first V, first orange V, making sure that the yarn tails are above the hook. Okay, they have to be above the hook all the time. Then I'll pull the yarn, the yellow yarn, through the loop. We have 2 loops, and then pull through again. Now we have the first single crochet, and we'll do the same thing again with the second single crochet. Okay, make sure both the yarn tails are above the hook, and pulling through, pull through again. Third single crochet, pull through again. Now we'll make sure that the 2 yarn tails, for the 2 yarn tails, we are doing this for at least 7 to 8 stitches, that both the yarn tails should be included within the single crochets that we will be making now. There's going to be a 4th single crochet, 4 single crochet, pull through again. Okay, 5 single crochet, pull through again. 6 single crochet, pull through. 7 single crochet, pull through. 8 single crochet, pull through. Now I'll quickly pull up a loop and then cut the 2 yarn tails, because we have now enough stitches that can hold the 2 yarn tails. Okay, it's perfectly secure now. That much is a guarantee that we have. Now we'll continue crocheting the rest of the row with this yellow yarn. Now before I end this video, I'll highlight the key takeaway while changing yarn colors or while introducing a new color, and this will apply to every type of stitch that you will work while crocheting. It could be single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet, or any type of stitch. What we will be doing is to keep the previous stitch incomplete, as in we won't be pulling through the last 2 loops in the stitch. So when we are at the last two loops of the stitch, we will introduce the new color. So here I've completed the dishcloth and I tried to maintain kind of like a square size for it. And I've also measured the dishcloth, and this is approximately 7 inches in width and 7 inches in height. And you can definitely make it as long as you would like. But for this one, I'm just going with an approximately square size. I don't think this is a perfect square. And just in case you're wondering, we have 29 stitches across and 22 rows in up and down. So what I did here is add 4 rows in every alternate color. Okay. And you can of course add as many rows as you would like. Now we'll be fastening off the dishcloth. So I'll pull up a loop and we'll leave a 4 to 5 inches long yarn tail and snip it off. So I'll pull that loop. Now we have this yarn tail as well as the yarn tail on the other end as well. So in the next video, I'll show you how to weave in these yarn ends and secure your dishcloth. I hope you found this video useful. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep creating more tutorials for you.